Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are back here with another Total War Saga Thrones of Britannia episode with East Engle. As we continue our conquests, our battles against numerous other Viking invaders. Striking left, right, and you know way otherwise.
Moving out. Move up. Not possible.
So that's quite a few things going on here. Quite a few things. I might as well add some cavalry there to that force. That'll benefit from it. Got a lot to do, a lot of things to upgrade. And I will just improve, to be honest. So much money to be made and spent.
You can rely on us. Not an option.
But Wessex seems to be largely in a
enemy blood will flow.
Not amazing state. Having the Normans here roaming through their central areas isn't particularly doing them a lot of favours either. Neither is me bashing in the way from the other side, but we'll probably have a big battle here soon enough between these two large forces, and they'll be sort of sweeping up whatever remains there. And of course try and deal with this up here. That will certainly be a bit of a challenge because that is a pretty well equipped army here with a lot of heirs here. Overall, which is reasonably good quality infantry, whereas this one, as you might notice, isn't quite on the same level.
We can't do that yet.
Might back this one up with this army. I mean, this is not a strong army, but together they might just form up enough of a force to threaten the Galmis here, the Sons of Odin. I also like how they're absolutely inconsistent with how they're applying these names, like some it's Woden, Odin. And like, the thing is, like, you know, if they also are supposed to be Danes, they'll all be using Odin anyways, not Woden, which I've missed. I don't know, it just feels a bit weird, they're a bit inconsistent with that name there. Odin, Woden. I mean, next we get Wotan, who's definitely Germanic. Anyways, off we go. Off we go. Hayden goes for it. Goes for the weaker of the two armies, but overall we still have the advantage here. Stall until the better troops arrive. Strong raider army. Again, they are mostly sort of retinue level, whereas what I mostly got there is basically levies, whereas most of what they got is like cavalry is at least. In particular, all of those axemen could be a bit scary. Never mind this. So we're definitely going to hit them with sort of large and just hope we can pull through there. Otherwise, it's going to be two armies going and not just one. Very open. So this is going to be a critical battle. Oh, snap. Ah. That's a problem. They're going to be arriving behind them. Oh, God. They should be close by, but even then... Yeah.
We are heavily outnumbered.
I had not anticipated being able to get around the zone control of the other army. Oh, hate when the steam overlay does that. My apologies there. Just the amazing steam overlay doing amazing steam overlay things. So I'm gonna have to try and like handle both of these things at the same time. Alright, at least it's causing them to split up the forces, leaving a smaller force to take on my own smaller force. I mean, it's much more equal now, we actually, but still, we are somewhat outnumbered. And these chaps are actually T2 retinue infantry, so that just makes things a lot more awkward. We just...
Battle orders! State your orders!
Hit me! Quicken the pace! Horseman! We found our horseman! State your orders! Up the pace, man! We found our horseman! End them! End them!
Our foes
Something's happening there.
Routed. They are leaving the field.
I'm not surprised some of them, shall we say, heading away.
From above! Hasten yourselves! Crush them! End them! Hold firm! They're charging! Smash them!
At least we're beating the cavalry. Then we need to get our cavalry before that gets beaten silly.
Javelins! Warriors with speed! Hold our post! Axemen! Crush them! Cavalry! Faster! Lead them! Where's the fight? Our foes will fall!
Okay,
General.
we seem to be beating them.
Battle awaits! Forward! Fear!
Our men run from the enemy.
Mostly.
This is shameful.
Mostly.
Up the base, men! Fire your missiles! Missiles away! End them!
Murder their javelin chaps and spear chaps and archer chaps. Basically just end their chaps.
End them!
General. They got behind us.
Cavalry! Where's the fight? Battle order!
The men are broken and running for their life. Ready for war.
Javelins! Our flank is under attack!
Okay, flank them with the javelins, since javelins in the flank tends to hurt a lot. Or it seems though we'll be winning this. Broke the southern force, so they can technically join up. Actually, let's move it up here so they're more likely to not shoot their own men with the javelins. I mean, that's going to be quite unpleasant. The axes by chainmail equipped chaps. Running into some serious resistance here. The spear wall is holding. There we go. I mean, javelins in the back when they can't go against the spear is pretty mean, and particularly get the general with it, that's going to be absolutely outstanding. You might notice they're dying very quickly thanks to that. Very quickly. Seems like they're realising things are falling a bit apart there. But they just continue dropping to the javelins because javelins are pretty good if you can flank. Head on though, it's amazing. Just flanking though is really great with javelins. Very powerful tactic also in Attila, by the way. Overall looks to be a complete collapse here. This half guard is sadly not enough against the might of East Engle. Woo. There were some losses. The cavalry rather, I think, bit the dust. Yep. Quite aggressively, but we're gonna, you know, ransom them off for money and also just slightly paying off. Oh, hello.
A true king leads from the front, by his deeds and noble example.
There we go.
By your hand the people are united.
I think I'm going to continue, at least not just ending with a short victory. I mean, we just hit the Danelaw. I am the Danelaw, so obviously just stopping here I think it's just going to be a bit... I mean, at least going to end for a long victory. Ultimate victory, I mean, let me know in the comments if you want that, but we're at least going for the long one. But I think, I mean, ending short here is just, well, too short to be honest. But I might not go for the ultimate one, which basically requires going for, I think, well, any of the long ones, and then we have to sort of beat those three back. I mean, depending on how quick we hit the long one, maybe.
Our foes shall fall.
But it's not one this instance. Oh, wait, we hit that, which gives us some nice bonuses to loyalty and such, so that's pretty nice.
Enemy blood will flow.
It is very nice.
Now we'll see. You can rely on us.
Just gonna finish off the survivors before they become a problem.
My prowess increases.
More money
We'll see this
to pay for more troops and just improve his bodyguard there.
Advancement. Heading out.
And the rest will be sent back here for replenishment and the likes.
Marching formation.
Alright. Seems like they took that and might have scorched a bit actually.
You can rely on us.
Guess we hit the rebels. Clear those out, then we can head on Sipanham. Not entirely sure what that one is. But it'll be ours. It'll be ours, at which point it won't matter anyways. It'll be East England. Part of the Danelaw.
Our foes shall fall.
That's going to be a big one.
Eager for war.
That is going to be a big one.
We pledge our service.
This is not. That is quickly dealt with. Putting those troublemakers to rest
Rely on us.
for breaking the Danelaw.
We'll see this through.
How dare they? The scum.
Enemy blood will flow.
Unforgivable. Honestly, just slowly researching stuff. In this case, aiming for a bit of better economy to further support our amazing armies. Which of course is great. Though afterwards we might try and aim for some better troops here and there.
No. You can rely on us. Our foes shall fall.
Right now, our biggest issue is honestly I'm just short on troops that aren't, you know, wretched. Okay, I'm short on most troops. That's a bit awkward. Might as well give him some Thane horsemen.
We'll see this through.
Let's strike.
Often their
The
offspring.
first battle for the Danelaw. Whew. This is going to be a challenging one. By the looks of it. We got the spearheads here. We got the spearheadmen. And we got thrall spearmen, sword hairs here, sword headmen, huskarls, lots of axe hairs here. Bunch of armors, including armored ones and Viking archers, and lots of scouts. This is gonna be an interesting one, that's for sure. Though I'd say our army is pretty good as well. We got huskarls, we got the Anglian marauders, field spearmen, sword headmen, and of course a bunch of archers, plus a bunch of cavalry. We do have the slight cavalry advantage. The artillery, or range-wise, they do pack a bit more than us. Oh, also we got a better bodyguard there on our king, so let's do this. Having a better bodyguard will give us some advantages. There we go, our mighty army, our Anglian marauders looking very marauder-like. Sword headmen, Danelaw axemen looking less impressive. Of course, got a long axeman, our field spearmen, our lovely scout horsemen, and our Jarl's huskarls. with a really big axes and some really cool chainmail stuff there. That'll definitely be useful if we can sort of hit the right angle with them, since they'll be able to cut through very fast. They do suffer even with chainmail. I mean, they do lack shields, so we probably actually want them on the flanks rather than in the thick of it. Since that's likely where a lot of the shots are going to go from the archers, so rather than having them in the thick of it, where like the armor can absorb sunlight, they really want shields to help deal with that, to be honest. Huh. They're quickly falling back. It's very interesting. Note, I'm holding down the Alt key to pull off this trick. To pull off that maneuver, I just moved it so information was in. But interesting enough, they're falling back. There you go. Spearheads here. And Hitman. Alright, the Hitman are tier 1 units. The Here's tier 2. That's good to know. The Huskarls. Not quite as good as mine, and also a bit more in the thick of it. And there we go, we got the half guard.
My sword, your gun.
Oh, that's the terrain that's causing that. Yep, catching the cavalry, our cavalry. That should be easily cleared out, and then we can sort of begin hitting their archers and the likes. Guess we can send them into support.
See, they flee before our might.
Yeah, it's gonna break them. There we go. Gotta get them out of there until we can stabilise with the Huskarls to just tear through the thralls.
State your orders.
The thrall spearmen are just going to get absolutely gutted, by the way. They are not going to stand a chance against all those long axemen. He's just straight up murder. Oh, I forgot about the other character. Hit their archers. Leave that to the long axemen. Disrupt their range formations. As you might notice, this is a very one-sided fight. Thrall spearmen, since the Vikings apparently used thralls to fight for them, they're slaves. Just basically cannon fodder for all intents and purposes. And they're breaking up, trying to pop for our bodyguard. There we go, flanked. They're not going to stand much of a chance again. Might notice the flank is absolutely destroying them. Like the Yard's Huskarl is definitely a neat unit, though of course it has to be used intelligent. You can't just, rush it into the thick of it easily. You can, but they're not going to perform as well as if you just, pull off a really good attack with them. They can absolutely tear through stuff fast. So there you go, the spearheads here are just being destroyed. But they are beginning to fight back against the Huskarls. The problem is they just...
Turn tail and run, the cowards!
I guess I should fall back from there. Leave that to the axe chaps and maybe some other fellows. But so far seems to be an absolute defeat here for the Northman armies.
See, they flee before our might.
The armies are being crushed. Yeah, no, Huskarl's certainly not doing too well. They're going to have to attack straight head on into units with shields. And they still have an impact, but their casualty rates just go up massively. They're much more than you just hit them in the flank with just to like cause massive damage. But there you go, in the end they still, you know, overwhelmed the hair seat just at a higher loss. And else could have avoided it. But still, this is pretty much just utter annihilation.
The enemy general is dead.
And with that, the general is dead too. Which would mean their king. So along with losing pretty much, I think, most of their best units, they lost their king. I would say with that, the Northman faction is pretty sort of like similarly big losses on. Yeah, 116 kills on those. But the Anglian Raiders, also axe infantry, but also pretty good, like also did a ton of damage. Axe units in general just are pretty strong. Really strong.
Hi then.
There we go. Just handing out some estates. Boom. With that, the Wessex capital has been cut off as well. Glorious move.
We'll see this through.
Guess we've flown some Anglian raiders to act as support there.
Our foes shall fall.
There we go, though. A series of rather brutal battles against the enemies of East Engle. And there's still more to come. Well, no longer East Engle, we're the Danelaw. The Danelaw. The name for what was basically sort of a party of Eastern England that was under control of the Danes after a particular agreement between the king of the English back then, or at least a king, and, well, the Vikings. Until the English decided had enough and basically massacred them when the Vikings weren't as strong. Fun fact. More raiders. That's east of Britain, or southeast at the very least. That's not south.
Ready for battle.
It's definitely not just south. Anyways, guess we'll reinforce this army a bit with some levy-like troops, and maybe a few javelin men as well. Go. Nice priest to remind him of loyalty. Little prick. Not like those estates will last long, since I can't really use the building otherwise, so it doesn't particularly matter a large amount. Down goes another king.
Heading up. You can rely on us. Strike now.
Leave that to the other army.
Orphan their offspring.
You can rely on us.
Financially, things seems to be improving quite a bit though, which is great. Absolutely outstanding.
My warriors are ready.
Wouldn't say any last for the expansion of our armies, even the addition of new ones perhaps.
We'll see this through.
I can probably get away with throwing a football into this, at least there's sort of more of a skeleton which to fight the other chaps with. And seeing as that's the air anyways, like a better bodyguard overall surrounding unit there might not be a bad idea. Even if they're not going to be fully combat ready, they'll still be pretty useful against this Viking army under Einar. So we continue fighting here. There'll be a few more armies going in here. This time one of the well, vassals of Wessex.
Can't be done.
And there's still Northmen there trying to build up around Glastonbury, but
Enemy blood.
he's not really going to have an easy time of it. He's not going to have an easy time of it. Apparently we got a rebellion here, though. They're going to... Oh, they might slightly be able to do something there, I guess. Guess they could raise an army.
We pledge our service.
To make it a bit hard for them to just rush it. Oh, that was Nordman. He just got crashed. There you go. They're getting ready to land.
Attack!
Guess we're gonna have to take this on and a head-on assault.
Orphan their offspring.
We'll wait with that one a bit.
We pledge your service. We will bring fear.
Yeah, that's a really bad spot he got himself into.
Enemy blood will flow. To war we go. Onward to glory.
You can rely on us.
Let's wait and see where that goes, I guess. Maybe just run a bit of extra infantry. As we try and figure out where they're heading.
We'll see this.
Also got an army there, but that's not quite moving anywhere right away. We can improve the equipment a bit, which isn't a bad idea. I'm guessing we're just looking to improve our economy further.
Plunder and glory! Orphan their offspring.
Actually, if we're going to take it on, I probably want a few more siege towers.
Massacre them!
Keep doing that just by habit, since in a lot of cases just end up auto-resolving such a battle, but when it's that close, I'm better off just, you know, doing it myself. Oh, Propagandacaster got overrun. We got a lot of battles ahead of us, it would seem. A lot of battles. Oh, let's improve our military a bit here. for this since it also helps our units there with a bit of better shield effectiveness. So we got this, and we got this. I probably want to wait until this hit land, otherwise we're going to fight at a disadvantage. There's also theoretically this. Quite a few battles ahead of us.
Enemy blood will flow.
Well, let's take care of this one first.
Thunder and glory!
Well, that's pretty straightforward. Their army is obviously a lot less advanced than us, so... Plus we're also pretty big, so I think that's just an auto-resolve. I also think it's just going to be a pointless slaughter. I mean, it is still a pointless slaughter, it's just not one we're wasting time on.
My skills are growing. We pledge your service.
Being able to swiftly replenish the army here just allows me to just quickly get moving again as soon as we get stuff done. Gotta repair that again, and who's causing a fuss? No, except he's still causing a fuss. A fussy little baby.
Orphan their offspring.
This one on the hand will be dealing with a bit more personal. And off we go. Go.
Our headed units have been discovered.
Bring them! Got them!
Not really leaving a lot on the wall to defend against my attack. And most of the retinue troops, oh well, there you go, they're pulling up some of the walls. So they're going to struggle a bit versus my axemen, which is still tier 2, even their levy. And they are axemen, which tend to be pretty good versus some of those chaps.
Ride like the wind! We sighted the enemy!
We found our foes!
That's the commander of the garrison hiding away very heroically hiding away up there to inspire his men to greater fervor, I guess.
We found our foes!
We sighted the enemy!
We found our
I don't know if they actually used siege towers back then, or at least if the Viking did. I mean, I guess they could have used escalate tactics, they just attacking with ladders. I mean, maybe some Romans did that. I don't know. Bit hard to say.
Horsemen! Bowmen! We sighted the enemy!
We found our foes!
Thanks. Now those are a bit more of a challenge than the CX warriors, even though they're both technically retinue troops.
The enemy approaches.
They do have a bit more armor.
Enemy sighted!
Oh wait, attacks commenced.
We sighted the enemy! Where the enemy torch?
Javelin men getting caught on that is less good for the javelin men. It's great for my axemen, since that means there's not going to be a lot of opposition.
Spearmen! Axemen! Stand here! With speed, warriors! Quicken the pace!
Thane's getting to the way here though is less good. The first unit broken off. Alright, that's a weird decision. Falling back. Well, that works for me. That works for me. And similarly here, they just seem to fall back.
Our general is under attack.
Guess it's a weird AI bug or something that's causing that to happen, because there's not really much logical reason for them to do that.
Where's the fight? Steady, everyone! Axemen, bring death! Battle orders!
Thanes have been broken apart.
Ready!
Axemen and the Warlord's companions, making short work of them.
It's a rout.
Oh dear.
Warriors flee the battle.
Someone got routed.
Commander! Battle orders! Got them! To victory!
If he's the get in the cavalry, that'd be pretty great. Axemen breaking off.
Crush them!
Shield biters are, well, biting shields, I guess.
Commander!
Seizing the gates, murdering their stuff.
I know you're tired, lad.
It seems the defenders of the city are completely crumbling now. The shield biters just tearing apart. They've lost control because they, well, gone berserk.
Take the fight to them! Battle orders!
See, they flee before our might.
Guessing this is going to be another of those situations where the captain very heroically
Capture the gates.
surrenders,
Crush them!
as the rest of the garrison got crushed.
Fear! State your orders! Crush them! End them! Move it, men! Battle orders! Attack!
Seems like a few of the defenders are rallying
Run them down!
for like
Fear!
half a second or so
Crush them!
before being absolutely gutted. Yes, once more, a incredibly heroic captain, holding it to the last before then valiantly surrendered. But yeah, shield biters did absolutely amazing. Pretty good in general. Lost a unit though, but
As commanded, we pledge your service.
I'd have to describe it as a minor loss overall. Well, and we got ourselves a fat garrison after that, due to having already some militia elements. So that's pretty
Our
nice.
foes shall fall.
So there we go.
Enemy blood will flow.
Quite a few larger scale battles here,
No!
with a bit down there probably to come. Snottingham.
Enemy blood
Ahem.
will flow.
Yes.
To greater plunder!
Still be heading eastwards.
To the end!
And I think we'll be stopping here. So thank you all for joining into this episode. I hope you enjoyed it as we went from East England to the Danelaw. Crushing several large armies and gaining fresh land with which to expand the mighty Danelaw onto. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Did you know, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. This is Imperial signing off. We're back in another 2 days time with another episode. So thank you all. Bye.